Test 1, test 2. I'd like to welcome everyone back here for our third period of action between the Quesnel Kangaroos and the Powell River Regals. Roos currently lead the Regals 2-1 after 2 periods of play. Both teams coming into tonight, well, all 4 teams coming into today 1-1 record. This third period, it's massive. Don't want to lose and leave your fates in the hands of another team or another result. Just try and win it and set your way to the semifinals. Mitchell Brown will start things out for the Roos. They'll gain the zone. Roach, that one sent just wide. Now Brown has it at the right point, over for Cochran. Finds Dale, and that's a save by Peters. Just able to squeeze that underneath the arm. Good passing there by the Roos to start this period. Opening 24 seconds, a good opportunity there. Brody Dale in for this face-off against Leduc. Dale able to win that. Cochran will send it down low. Dale picks that one up in the corner. Watched there by Burnett. They collide. Cochran tried to play that down low. Intercepted by the Regals, and they'll bring it back the other way. Schmunk. Slap shot. That one saved by Wright. Pops out into the high slot, but Regals couldn't get to that. The Roos were able to clear it out to center. Macer. He'll flip that one down the ice. That's just going to miss the goaltender. That should have been icing. You can see how both teams were a bit confused there. Regals bring it back the other way, and that's a blocker save by Wright, and that pops out of play. Face-off will be in the Roos zone, just to the left or right. Regal's able to win that, but the Roos win a puck battle, and Eli Jarvis able to force it out. Mastrino will send it in deeper. Pomeroy couldn't hold the line, and that's going to skip past him. Albie back to collect it. He's watched there by Riley Billy. On the half wall, Roos able to break that out. Sent over to the right side for Jarvis. Centering pass. Tomasetti deflected that just wide of the net. Granbois with it now. He'll just clear it off the glass. Bouncing out to center. Pomeroy. Watched there by Kinley. Pass up the center of the ice. Tomasetti able to tip it in. He'll go off for a change. Saccone able to pick it up for the Regals. He'll play it over to the other side. A little bit of a errant play there, and blown tire creates an opportunity for the Roos. One save by Peters. Played back to the point. Now over to the right side. Scott couldn't get that one through, and it deflects over the net. Tried to clear that one. Another lively bounce off the stanchions here, catching the Regals off guard, and Peters will glove that down on the long shot from the point. Face-off will come inside the Regals zone. Dick able to win that one. Shot from the point by Roque. Ends up missing. Dick trying to win that puck battle behind the net. He's pinned there by Williams. Loosen the skate still. Regals are going to be the ones to pull that out of the pile. Behan will just flip it over to the other side. Saccone trying to put a shoulder down, head to the front of the net. Brown did a good job breaking that up, and the wraparound attempt slides through the crease and back to the point. Long will play it down low. Check there by Roque, and he slams his man to the ice. Puck bounces out to the slot. Shot from the point. That one blocked. Behan able to keep it in the zone. He'll send that down low. Saccone centers that. Couldn't get a shot off though. Regal's able to keep it in the zone. Saccone had that one glove down. That's played by a high stick, they say. $16:51 remaining here in this third period of play. Roos still hold a 2-1 lead over the Regals. Leduc able to win that face-off. Crow couldn't get that shot through. Another chance. That one sent just wide of the far post. Burnett into the slot. Leduc. That one bounces towards the net. Wright able to stop that. Leduc will give chase behind the net. Roos able to get that puck though. Short little pass and they'll break out. That one slid off Falloon's stick and the Regals will bring it right back in. Burnett. Centering pass. Kicked out by Wright and he holds those pads together and keeps it out of the net. Pouliot with a great opportunity. Leduc versus Dale for this face-off. Leduc was able to win it back, but the Roos skate onto the puck. Cochran will dump that one in. Peters kind of misplayed that. Now he'll play it to the corner. Macer tried to fire that on net and catch Peters off guard. Or out of position at least. Albie. Cross ice. Pomeroy. He was pressured there, so he just plays it down low. Dale with it behind the net. Tried to slide that out front. What a save by Peters, and it's still loose. As Macer got a shot off, just couldn't elevate it over the pads. And Peters able to keep this still a 1-goal game. I'd like to give a little shout out to everyone at the Mill Pub and everyone watching in Quesnel. Been able to meet a couple of your fans that have made the trip up here, and they're a bunch of beauties. Great fans, and all the comments too. Really appreciate everyone's well wishes and kind words. And same with all the people from Powell River. I know you guys are having a viewing party too. I just can't remember the exact location, but shout out to everyone watching. You guys have been a treat to call these games for. Linesman just had to go get a new puck. Getting ready for this face-off inside the Roos zone. Kinley versus Tomasetti. Kinley able to win that back. Peacock. Kinley tried to center that. Bounces over to Grambois in the corner. He's pressured by the Roos, and Jarvis will clear it down the ice. Puck died on him. That's a good clearing attempt. Perfect weight. Now here's a turnover. Tomasetti in front of the net. Couldn't take that cleanly. Now Jarvis shoots. That's saved by Peters. Rebound to the side of the net. Whacking at it. He's made 3 or 4 saves. The Roos still control. Back to the point. Now one-timer. That one just misses the net by Roque. That one on net, and another save by Peters. Deflected up into the netting. Roos with 6 or 7 chances there. Bunch of them at the side of the net, but Peters able to stand strong and keep this a 1-goal game. 15:08 remaining in the third period. Face-off won by the Regals. Behan takes a hit and turned the puck over. Centering pass, slides past everyone out to center ice. That's going to let the Regals get out, and they'll bring it into the zone. Saccone sent that one to the front of the net, took a big hit after. Puck stays in the Roos zone though. Porchetta tried to glove that down. Ends up just skipping over his glove and out of the zone. Now a battle for the puck on these near boards. Saccone Brought that one in, but then batted right back out to Behan. Fire this one in, almost caught right off guard. Nordic over for Roke. Up the ice, that one tipped in by Macer, but blocked by Regal. Drew's going to get another opportunity, and Cochran will bring it in. Into the slot, still with it. Delays there for Macer, and he had his stick lifted by Burnett. Could be a break the other way. 4-on-2 for the Regals. Burnett shoots. That one saved by Wright. Played back to the point. Leduc with a chance. That one kicked out with the left pad. Alex Wright having himself a game tonight. Macer trying to get it out of the zone. That one kept in by Schmunk, but a second opportunity and a second effort by the Roos, able to get that one out. And Schmunk's still tied up there with Cochran at the far side in front of the Roos bench. Behan trying to skate that through 4 Roos. Almost worked out for him. Leduc was the one that ended up bringing that out of the zone. Batting that down. Now Rope around a couple Regals. Long shot, and Schmunk tried to lay a hit on him. Schmunk's the one that goes down. Now a turnover. Jarvis tried to go backdoor there for Tomasetti. That took a deflection. Battle for the puck here in the corner. Roos able to get that back to the point. Pomeroy trying to find a shooting lane. Gets that through, and that's gloved down by Peters. He'll hold that for a whistle. Face-off one there by the Roos. Pomeroy will play it down low for Tomasetti. Centering pass. That one broken up by the Regals before Jarvis could get a shot. Pomeroy will play that down. It's going to ring all the way around to Nordic. Fires that one on. Misses the net. Now Pomeroy. Play that down low. Behan. A long shot saved by Wright. He'll hold it for a whistle. This third period's moved pretty quickly. 12:32 remaining in it. Still a 2-1 lead for the Roos. Saccone after that face-off win by the Regals. Crow at the point, delays, now gets it through. Bouncing puck, just missed that post and goes wide of the net. Roos will bring it back the other way. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Over to the left side. That shot kicked out by Peters as he's able to shut down Thon. That one tipped on and just through the crease out the other side. Roos will control again. Mitchell down low and centered, but no one there but the Regals. And now they clear that up into the netting. That'll mean the Regals won't be able to change. Brody Dick out here for this face-off. He's not able to win that over Williams. And Saccone will play that off the glass out to center. Saccone trying to hold off Brown on his backhand. He'll play that down low for Porchetta to skate onto. Centers that one. Slides back to Pouliot, who takes that off the boards. Burnett hammered into the boards there. The Roos will bring it back the other way with the puck. Peters able to slow that one down. Tried to clear it himself. Puck ends up on Dick's stick, and he'll play it back to Pomeroy. That one poked in by Nordic, just to avoid the icing. Wouldn't have gone deep enough anyways. Burnett couldn't handle that pass. Brody Dale looking to pounce on that opportunity. Jack Long will just clear it off the glass. He took a pretty big hit afterwards, too. We're down to under 11 minutes left in this one. Miro chips that one off the glass, bounces into the Regal zone. They can't connect on a pass. Pouliot swung at that one, bounces up in the air. I'll be able to knock that down in front of the Roos bench. Nice pass up the middle for Brody Dale. That shot on and saved by Peters. Able to gobble that one up for a whistle. Not a lot of action after the whistles between these two teams today. I have a feeling that's going to be like that in both games. It's just so important to win. Don't want to take any bad penalties. Tip-in opportunity didn't get to the net, and the Regals will bring it back the other way. Grandball trying to chip that around Albie. Kept in at the point. Crow shoots that one off the post and deflected wide. Was able to beat right, just couldn't find the back of the net. Now Albie will knock that one down, and the Roos will be able to get out of their zone. I'll say that was touched by Roos, so no face or icing coming up. Would have resulted in a face-off. Behan has a little bit of an adventure in front of his net, and that slides to Peters. Behan will be happy that slid to Peters and not to one of the Roos like Jarvis or Cochran, who was just waiting for that. Face off in the Regal zone just to the right of Peters. Regal's able to win that. Their captain Long will send that down the ice. Regals will bring it right back the other way. Tomasetti, Astorino going to the front of the net. Tomasetti sends that over. Took a deflection. The Regals able to come up with it. LeDuc, he'll play that up for Schmunk. Schmunk, 2-on-2, has Burnett with him. Just elected for a long wrist shot. Right, able to stop that, no problem. Puck's going to slide back to the Roos net. Ramsner, one-timer. That one saved by Wright. Able to get that with the goal stick. Regals will keep it in the zone, though. Jack Long just able to avoid a hit. Tried a sharp angle shot, and it's in! Oh, no. That is going to be one Alex Wright will want back. A bank shot from behind the goal line, and the Regals have tied this game up. 9:06 remaining. Their captain able to give them their second goal of the game, Jack Long. And it just didn't seem like there was a lot of danger there on that shot. As a Vancouver Canucks fan, that kind of reminds me of the 2011 playoffs with Roberto Luongo. When Chicago just continuously banked it off the back of him from below the goal line. Those are never good goals to give up. Battle for that puck in the Roos zone. Roos are going to have to defend and get back on the attack, and they do. Dick able to intercept that. Couldn't connect on the next pass, though. They got to be careful. Regals will bring it back the other way. Saccone. That long shot deflects wide of the net. Pouliot able to get to it first, and he'll play it down low. Skipped over the stick, though, and Crow had to come in to help out. Takes a hit, but the puck stayed with the Regals. Cross ice. Pouliot, that one deflected into the corner like a pinball. And a high flip. Could be a break, but that puck just died on the bounce. Instead of bouncing forward, came back. A little bit of a lucky break there for the Regals, but Dick brings it right back in. Brody Dick around the net, try to wrap around. That was broken up with the pad, just able to get there in time. Left point now, shot on. That one took a deflection off Porchetta and wide of the net. Pouliot. Short little pass there for Kinley. He'll just flip this to center. Billy able to intercept that puck, and Riley Billy will bring it back the other way. That shot blocked by the Roos. Pomeroy. Watch there by Grambois. Roos will Looked like they're going to break out. Again, can't get the puck out of the zone. Granbois able to keep it in. Now on the third opportunity, the Roos will. Pressured there by a couple of Regals, but Macer still with the puck. He's taken down, but able to get it back to the point. Roke looking for a tip. That one hit the mass of bodies in front and bounces over to Jack Long, who's able to clear the zone. Next clearing attempt ended up hitting that linesman, though, so the Roos were able to regain control. Pass up the middle, that should be icing. Long just beats Jarvis back to it, and it will be. We're down to 6:44 remaining here in the third period of play, all tied up at 2 between the Roos and the Regals. Albie controls the puck after the Roos won that face-off, but that'll be another icing. It's a little bit too much air on that flip. Centers tie each other up, and the Roos were able to find that. Peacock will keep it in the zone, falling down. He's got to make a play to break up the rush the other way, and he does. Albie will control behind the net. That pass banked off the back of the net, and he gets it right back. He's going to slow things down here. Porchetta is going to creep down towards him, see if he'll flush him out. Now Albie will make a move. Little drop pass, Eli Jarvis with it. Jarvis. Over to the left side, Tomasetti fires that one wide of the net off the end boards. Astorino. In there to the boards, 3 Regals and 2 Roos trying to get this loose puck. And it is found by the Regals as Williams is going to end up with it. Lost control of it as they cross the blue line, and the Roos will try and bring it back the other way. Pass was a little behind its mark, and that made it a tough pickup for that Roos player. Close to too many men on the ice there. One just an offside as the Roos looked like they're going to set up for a one-timer there, but a little too eager on the far side coming in. Granbois versus Dale. Granbois able to be strong on the stick and hold that at the face-off dot and skate away with it. Windsor leaves that there for Granbois. Shoots that one, kicked out, and the rebound goes past Burnett. He's buried in the crease. Now Long tried to get that through. It's actually Brandsma in the net, and he took a couple shots from the goalie right as he was underneath him, but don't think there was anything too wrong with that. The Roos wanted a penalty, but I mean, it's in the crease. .445 remaining here. Starting to feel like a next goal wins type of vibe right now. Flipped up the middle. Long able to knock that down. Got to be careful with Brody Dale right behind him. Burnett able to chip that up the ice, but the Roos will bring it right back. Macer in on the right side, trying to get around Crow. Poked away from him as he tried to protect that going around the net, but Pomeroy keeps it alive. Back down low for Macer. Pinned there by Long. Dick able to pick that puck up for the Roos. Brody Dick stops up. Pressure there by a couple of Regals. Able to steal that puck away from him, but ended up going deeper. Thawne comes in now, takes a hit. Puck bounces out to Albie. They'll play it over for Pomeroy. Pomeroy winds up a slap shot, and that deflected off Long out of play. That one stung Jack Long as he's kicking that out. A lot of times those shots you block into the shin pads don't feel anything, but if you get it on the side, definitely can sting quite a bit. Behan, he'll flip that up for the Regals. That's glove down, but missed. Now Porchetta almost had a breakaway. Just couldn't handle that. And the Roos will bring it back the other way. Miro. Pushed off the puck there by Pouliot. He clears it back to center. Now Roque. He'll glove it in and give chase himself. That one blocked or knocked down with a high stick. Behan tried to bring it in for the Regals. Roos were able to force it onto the other side. Saccone will bring it right back in, able to eat a hit, but the puck goes loose and cleared down the ice. Icing against the Regals. Or the Roos. Brutal. How am I messing that up? Face off in the Roos zone. We're down to 3:07 remaining in this third period. Brandbaugh jumped a little bit there, so wait to drop it. Kinley able to win it back for Long. He'll ring that one around Billy out front. Kinley a swing and a miss on that shot. And that's icing. Oh, no icing, they say. Long, he'll bring it up the ice. Jack Long, Regals captain. Fired that one well over the net. Kept in, though, by Billy. Just plays it the other way to break the rush up. But Dick still almost got sprung. Couldn't handle that pass, or else it would have been 3-on-1 for the Roos. Tomasetti in for that face-off. Centers tie each other up, but the Regals able to win it. Turned it over temporarily, but able to win it back. Burnett gained center, and he dumped that one in. Schmunk gave chase, but not able to get there first, and the Roos passed that around him. Broken up at the blue line, though, and Leduc will send it right back in. Roos, they'll chip that one in. Astorino will give chase. Pouliot back there for the Regals. He's pinned, puck loose in front of him, waiting for some help. Leduc comes in. He'll play it over for Crow at the other side, but Dale gets there first. Macer has a man out front, tried to get it to him. Just the wrong hand, so he couldn't get a shot off. Now could be a break the other way. Dale, slap shot, kicked out, just got that with the toe. And I mean just got that. That was the very end of the pad where he got that. Cochran trying to send Macer in for another break. That one was intercepted by Peacock, and he'll just play it off the glass and out. Saccone finds a loose puck and skates it into the Roos zone. Centers it. Couldn't get a shot off. Now a centering pass again broken up. Shot from the point well wide. Macer will end up with it. Down to 1:10 remaining. Porchetta just played that back to his corner. Last minute of play in this third period. I believe there is no overtime in preliminary play. I think it just goes to a 3-person shootout. I'm just guessing. Like, I remember hearing that, but I'm just trying to pass along the information that I have. But we will see here soon. Unless there's a goal right here. Brown centering pass. That's turned over, and Billy will bring it back the other way. 31 seconds left in this game. Riley Billy shoots. That one saved by Wright. Able to get that with the blocker. Astorino able to catch up to this. 1-on-5 against all the Regals. And they're able to win that puck battle. Not out of the zone. Pomeroy, slap shot. That one saved by Peters, and he'll hold that for a whistle with 12 seconds remaining. And a timeout called by Quesnel, so we'll take a chance to give a thank you to some of our sponsors. Denali Energy Services, Swamp Donkey, Dawson Creek Co-op Petroleum, Pomeroy Inn and Suites, Mode 1 Oilfield Services, Canback, City of Dawson Creek, Weaver Auctions, LMV Electrical and LMV Energy, Rebel Vac, Norcam Rentals, Black 5 Pressure, Birchcliff Energy, Full Tilt Mechanical, SI Oilfield Hauling, CETA, Corvus Law, Forefront Energy, Pacific Northern Gas, SureSpan Construction, Arc Resources, Rip Shoe Renew, Frontier Signs and Auto Works, Brown Social House, Magnet Signs DC, Bold Promotions, Sunrise Physiotherapy, South Peace Chiropractics, Mountain View Safety, Sola's Barn Grill, Super 8, Sullen Contracting, and Bannister Dawson Creek. Thank you to all our wonderful sponsors. And they dropped that puck a little too early as the goalie wasn't even ready. He was still out of his net. I mean, that would have been a good puck drop for the Roos, but Regals would not have been too happy with that. Had to add a second back on, so 12 seconds left. One last face-off potentially, and that's cleared down the ice by the Regals, so spoke too soon. Now we should have one last face-off with 5.9 remaining. And the Roos were able to win their game yesterday on a face-off play with about 5 minutes left, like seconds after the face-off, rip top corner. They're able to win it. Pomeroy trying to get that through. That deflects into the corner, and that'll be the end of regulation.
Shots at the end of the third period. Quesnel gained 10 for a total score of 28 shots in the game. Powell River 11, total shots 27.
So the Roos outshot the Regals 28-27 in regulation. Tied 2-2. So has been a pretty good hockey game. Very evenly matched between these two teams. The first shooter for the Regals is going to be Mitchell Williams. 3 shooters each. Obviously, if no one scores, they just continue picking someone until we do have a winner. Looks like Mitchell Williams will be the first shooter for the Regals. Not sure what the delay is here. A little bit of confusion there. I think Powell River thought maybe the Roos had to go first, so Williams does come back on. And we're going now. Williams will pick that puck up at center ice, in on right. Fakes a shot, scores! Able to go backhand, forehand, and beat right, and the Regals get on the board first. See who the Roos send out for their first shooter. I believe that's Brody Dale. Definitely is. Don't think that's a big surprise for all the Roos fans. Dale trying to even the shootout. Saved by Peters. And the Regals will lead in the shootout 1-0. Kinley's going to be their second shooter, Brett Kinley, for the Powell River Regals. Kinley will pick that puck up, skate over to the right side. Fakes a shot, that scores! Just squeaked through right. He got a piece of it, but not enough to keep it out, and now it's going to be do or die for the Roos. They must score on this next shot. It's going to be Tavis Roke coming in. Roke Has to be Peters, and that's a save, and the Regals will take this one 3-2 in a shootout. That's going to punch their ticket to the finals, I believe. Don't quote me on that 100%. Still a little bit of working and moving parts here in this next game. But I think with that win, they have the potential to move to the finals. If Rosslyn wins, I think Rosslyn will get the finals bye. But again, I'll have a little bit more information on that at the start of our next stream. That's going to start at 7:30 BC time. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight, regardless where you're watching from, Quesnel, Powell River, wherever around the country or world you're watching. I want to thank everyone for joining us in this preliminary action so far. It's been great to have you all around. Really nice comments and really nice fans, the ones that made the trip up from both teams. So thank you to both teams. One heck of a performance there. And we'll see how this next game plays out, and we'll get to find out the final standings. But everything up in the air for both these teams still. Again, thank you for everyone for joining us here. Again, next game will be, what time is it, Devin? Like an hour away? Yeah, so just over an hour away before our next puck drop. Trent Nielsen on the camera, myself, Eric Nielsen on the play-by-play, and our wonderful horn guy, Devin Gee, is here too. I want to thank everyone for joining us. We'll see you at the next game. Have a wonderful evening, folks.